You can go ahead and share in all groups. Tell them that we have started. Tell them that we have started, to make sure they join in and don't miss this. To make sure they join in and don't miss this. Tell them we have started. And if you're joining us from YouTube, we welcome you aboard. If you're joining us from YouTube, welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us through. Today we are going to look at how can you go ahead and use crypto flow bot to make money inside your Binance account, inside your Bybit, inside your exchange without you ever raising a finger? We want to automate trades. How can you automate trades inside your exchange and you make a lot of money for using crypto flow bot? So let me get started. I'm going to share my screen. The presenter is Dixon. My name is Dixon, a V6 in crypto flow bot. And trust me, I have been here to see many strategies. I have been here to see how we can maximize the opportunity. And I have been here to make sure I also learn more and teach more people to duplicate their success. Today morning, allow me, every single day when I'm going to present, I've always presented to people first with small capital, then later I present to people with big capital. So today I want to change the game. Okay, today I want to change the game. I want to start with, is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? Tell me if it is visible. Just tell me a yes. If you're seeing my screen, tell me a yes so that we can go ahead and we move together. Tell me a yes if we can go ahead and we move together. Okay, 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 okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. So I'm going to go ahead today. I'm going to do the opposite of what I've been doing normally. Normally, I've been coming here and I first teach about how you can use small capital and you grow it into bigger capital. Now, let me do the opposite. Who supports? Okay, if you're in support, because the majority, me, I'm not a dictator, where the majority takes it all. So today, I want to start with the hot strategy, short flow strategy. Okay. If you're in support, that I start with the short flow strategy. I explain to you how short flow strategy works because it is the hottest kid on the block. It is the new kid on the block. If you want to know how, if you're saying, let us begin with short flow strategy, short flow strategy. Okay. Type A1. Then if you're saying, let us start as usual, we start with small capital, then we go to other bigger strategies, type A2. Okay. I want to see whoever wins, we move with that. If you're saying we start with a short flow strategy, the new strategy on the block, the strategy which is making a lot of money for people, okay, type A1. Then if you're saying we move with, first we teach about small capital users, then we can advance later to more bigger capital and other advanced strategies, type A2. I want to see who wins. I see two are winning. People are writing two. They want me to start with small capital. They are saying, you man, you want to leave us. Start with small capital. I see two is winning. Two is winning. Ah, ya rabozeketea. You are even making me speak in tongues. Two has one. So let us start small. We move with small capital to bigger capitals. Someone is saying, could you please start with activation of the bot and link to Binance, then you continue. Okay, I would have liked to start with that, but that is going to be handled by your referrer, the person who invited you to this call, or the person whom you saw the business from. He should be the one to handle you through, to take you through how you can activate your bot and how you connect it to your Binance account. That is not my role today. My role is just to say, if you have connected crypto flow bot to your Binance account, what do you have to do? So let me start with the majority has one. Let us start with small capital. Small capital. How do you manage small capital? Small capital using crypto flow, bot. Okay, for those of you who don't know crypto flow bot is an AI automated, AI powered automated crypto trading software. Okay. Okay. I'm going to explain this. AI powered, it means this crypto flow bot uses the latest technology that we all know of, which is artificial intelligence. So it is powered by artificial intelligence in all that it does. It is automated. What do we mean by automated? It means it can do everything without your human involvement. It can buy coins and sell them. It can trade for you cryptocurrencies without you even getting involved in trading. So it means even if you're a beginner, even if you've never heard about crypto trading, you can go ahead and use crypto flowbot to trade. Secondly, it does what? It is a crypto trading software. Software, what does it mean? It is a software dedicated for crypto traders. So if you're someone, you have ever wondered how you can make money from crypto trading, you're someone who has ever thought about how do people make money from crypto trading, this is the right tool for you. You can use it starting today and you make money from crypto even without you ever lifting a finger, even without you ever knowing anything to do with crypto trading. That's how simple it is to make money these days. So let me go ahead and start with, after you buy Crypto Flow Bot is a service provider. It's a software that you can put on your phone, but this software is paid for. You pay for it $120 per year. It means if you pay today the 12th of August 2026, you will again pay the 12th of August 2027 the $120. So it is once per year. You pay it once per year. Okay. And you pay it $120. Then after you pay it, you have now to do what we call API binding. You have to bind it to your Binance account, your Bybit, your Mexi, your OKX, your Kraken, your what, your BingX. You can bind it. What do I mean by binding? You allow it to work inside. Binding means you are allowing it to work inside your Binance account or your exchange platform. That is as simply put as that. So once you bind, Crypto Flow Bot is going to read your balance, your available balance inside your exchange. That is as simple as that. Once you bind your Crypto Flow Bot to your Binance account. So why do we even have to bind Crypto Flow Bot to Binance? Why don't we give our money to Crypto Flow Bot? Gone are the days when scams have been rampant and scams have been stealing people's money. What do scams do? Okay, a scam will tell you, you bring your money and you invest in our platform. Okay, bring your money, you invest in our platform, and we are going to give you free money. You don't have to do anything. So at the end of it all, they end up stealing your money. So Crypto Flowbot is saying, I'm a Ponzi scam killer. I'm a Ponzi scam killer. So do not give your money to us. Okay, Crypto Flowbot is saying, do not give your money to us. Leave your money in your exchange, but just connect Crypto Flowbot to your exchange so that it can work inside your exchange. That's simply put as that. Okay, so Crypto Flowbot will be able to work inside your exchange. Now, very important. Once you do the API binding here, where you bind Bybit or whichever you have to bind, okay, you can see them. The Binance, Bybit, OKX, Mexi, and Banksy. Any one of these, it will go ahead and read your balance in your Binance exchange or in your account. In this case, if you want to trade spot, you click here. It will show your spot balance. If you want to trade futures, you click here. It will show your futures balance. Now, do not worry because this account has big capital. Okay, let me log into another account that has smaller capital. So that maybe people may wonder, you person, you have big capital. So how about us who have small capital? Let me log into another account that has small capital and I show you something here. I show you something very, very, very fantastic and important and something that you can also do by yourself. Remember, once you bind your Crypto Flow Bot account and you turn on automation, you don't have to do anything else as I'm going to show you as simple as possible. Okay, let me log into this one. I'll first show you from this one, then later switch to some big capital users. People have capital because they want to see how will my capital work. If I have some big capital, how will my capital work? So let me log into this one here. So here you can see, let me show you. Here you can see that this account has been running for 98 days. That is over 3 months. Has been running for over 3 months. And you can see after you bind your API, it is able to read your futures balance. If you switch to spot, it will also be able to read your spot balance. Do you see this? But me, I'm focusing because me I trade futures. I'm going to focus on futures balance. So let me first turn off everything. Futures balance. So when you bind and it shows your balance, if you don't want to disturb yourself, after here it reads your balance, regardless of how much it is, whether it is $200, whether it is $50. I think the balance should be here. You must see before you even do automation. Here you must have a balance of $50 and above, at least $50 and above. So once your balance is there, if you want very conservative means you're someone who fears risk, you're someone who says, no, I'm comfortable with making small money, but consistently, come and turn on this button, this single button like this. Come and turn on this single button. You're someone You're a very busy professional. You don't want to disturb the bot. You want the bot to be fully automatic. Just come regardless of your capital, whether your capital is $50, whether your capital is 60, whether your capital is 100, whether your capital is 1,000, whether it is 10,000, it is okay. Whichever capital, whether it is in 10, 100,000, come and turn on this single button like this. One button is enough for you, and everything, once you turn on that button, it is going to say which mode do you want to choose? You want to choose conservative, balanced, and aggressive. And from the time that I've used this, I've been interacting. Balanced mode gives way better results than conservative. But also aggressive gives way better results, but it is high risk. So for me, I would request you, once you have your capital here, whichever capital you have here, okay, whichever capital you have, come and turn on this button. When you turn it on, it is going to ask you to choose your risk profile. Come and select balanced, okay? Or you can move it this side to select aggressive, or this side to select conservative. But me, I would like to use balance, or you can use aggressive if you're someone who does not fear losses. So who does not fear high risk, high reward, okay? You can come and turn on balanced, then you click on confirm and turn on. And simply, you're done. Everything now else is going to be done by the bot. What have you told the bot to do? You are saying, I've given you my capital. You are now my account manager. Okay. You are now my account manager. So manage my capital to make sure you make for me more money from the crypto market. What is it going to do? It is going to go to the crypto market and analyze, depending on the exchange you are bound, it will analyze the different coins in that exchange. It will analyze the different coins in that exchange. After analyzing, it gets entries, okay? It is going to look for entries on coins. It is going to enter and exit the market with a profit and make for you more money. As simply put, guys, is that very hard? You do not have to toil. Just turn on one single button and leave everything to the bot. Guys, let me ask a question. Is that hard to do? Is that very hard to do, guys? Is that hard to do? Just turning on one button, and you leave everything else to the bot. Whether it is spot, whether it is futures, it is you who chooses. Whether you want to trade spot, or you want to trade futures, whether you want to trade both. If you want to trade both, you must have capital on both. If I have capital here, I have turned it on. I can also come to spot, okay, to spot, and I also turn it on. So it trades for me both spot and futures. As simply put as that. You can see here it means I have my capital on spot, I have turned on spot. I have my capital on futures, I've also turned on futures. I can turn on both. But me, I would like to use only futures because that's where more money is. I don't think in sport there is money. Money is in futures trading. It is not in sport. Money is in futures trading. And especially right now, since the market is in the bear run, I wouldn't want you to choose sport because you're going to make less money and you start complaining that the body is not making you a service, whereas you have chosen the wrong market at the wrong time. You understand? So to me, turning on one button is enough. And if you're someone who is very conservative, you don't you like easy things, very easy things, turn on one button, leave everything to the bot. The bot will handle everything for you. The trading, the compounding, the everything. It will trade, make more money. That profit it makes, the profit it makes, it goes onto your capital, right? It goes onto your capital. So whichever profit it makes, the profit adds onto your capital. So your capital keeps on growing and it keeps on using more and more capital in the market. Then, if you're someone, you say, no, that is very easy. I do not want easy things. Can I see someone on the call? You are saying that is too easy for me. I do not want easy things. Type for me a one in the chat. Yes, you like complicating. You like more customization. You like tweaking here and there to make sure it works better for you. Type for me a one in the chat. Can I see people who are saying, wow, that is very easy. I cannot go for easy things. Me, I want something which I can customize, which is somehow difficult for me, which is somehow interactive. How do you use sport? It is as easy as people do not. People, what is wrong? I've told you. You want to trade sport? Do you want to trade sport? If yes, okay. Let me first turn off futures. Let me put it for you. If you want to trade on your sport, make sure you have money on your sport account in Binance, okay, or in exchange. Like how I have here some money in my sport wallet, over $2,000, almost $3,000. I have money. So if I want to trade sport, I just come and turn on this one button. I just turn on sport here, put it on sport, and turn on this one button and click on OK. And the bot is going to trade for me spot. It's not going to trade for me futures. Do you want to trade for me on a spot? What if I want on the futures? I just come here and make sure I have money on futures. Futures. I come and turn on this button. Click on confirm and turn on. As simple as that. Guys, is that hard? If I want to trade both, here futures already on. Now I go back to spot here. I go back to spot and I turn this button on and I choose my balance strategy and everything is smooth. Is that, guys, hard? Is that hard reality? Even if you're someone who has ever stopped in P1 or has never gone to school, as long as you can listen to my language, you can listen to English. This is as simple as 1, 2, 3. So for me, I trade on a spot, and that's why I have to leave this one here. So my question was, are there some people on this call? Really? Is there anyone who doesn't understand what turning on one button, what turning on one button does? Now, someone is saying that is very easy. Because you see, most people here do not like easy things. They're like, they will be like making free money. It is very easy. I cannot. That is, no. I cannot take such an easy thing. That is too easy for me. Too easy for me, really. Too easy. So I do not want easy things. I want to complicate here and there. Now look at this one. Now people, I want us here to be. Look at this question, really. Look at this question. Look at this question, guys. If you are the teacher, okay, I know some of us get slowly. Okay, we get. Let me go slowly for this person. This one person, Aaron. Let me repeat for you. So, is it possible to trade spot and futures? Yes, it is possible. I've just given you a demonstration. If you want to trade both spot and futures, come to futures, you have your balance, it is selected here, turn on this one button. Very good, confirm and turn on. Okay, you also want to trade spot, also come to spot, you have your balance in spot, click on spot. You remember spot is now turned off. Turn it on also. As simple as that. Put it on and you confirm. Very easy. As simple as that. Which one do you want? Do you want to trade on the spot? Okay. Go back to futures and remove futures. So you remove if you want on a trade spot, remove futures, turn it off. Come here to spot. Come here to spot and you leave it on. As simple as that. Do you want on a trade futures? Go back to futures, turn on the futures on and put spot off, confirm and turn on. Guys, really, even if you're someone who takes ages to understand reality, is that very hard? Even if you're someone who takes ages. Now look at this one. I will not go into your questions. Really, I will not. Because some of you are very new. Okay. If you want to understand more on what is what is sporty? What is futures? Attend the Tuesday lesson. Every Tuesday, we have a lesson which dives more into crypto trading modes. Even in the night, we explain about those modes. You can always attend more session. Today is just about trade settings. As simple as that. So Crypto Flow Bot is going to go ahead and trade for you without lifting a finger. But I know there are people who would like to complicate things. So if you are there and you're like me, you need some complications. That is too easy for you. Turning on one button is too easy for you. You hate easy things because there are people on this call who hate easy things. They're saying, no, that is very easy. I cannot go for such an easy thing. I want something complicated. I want to see me getting involved in the trade decisions. I want to see. Now, if you're that kind of person, come and click here on strategy. When you click here on strategy, we land on such a page. We land on such a page like this here. When you click on strategy, you will land on this page. It is telling you, choose your strategy. Choose your strategy. And they give you two options. They give you steady flow and the short flow. Now, I'm going to first explain steady flow. Please, I'm going to go very slowly. I'm first going to explain steady flow. Now, if I come and click on steady flow, okay, steady flow, it is going to load such a page. When it loads such a page, this is steady flow. That is according to my capital. Remember, I'm in futures. I have my futures balance of 1,436. So it is going to see my balance. And according to my balance, here down, it will unlock some of these what we call strategy partitions. And I'm going to explain what strategy partitions are all about. It is going to unlock these partitions. So it has unlocked the 100, 200, 300, 500, and the 1,000. But the 2,000 has remained locked. Do you see this? The 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, they have remained locked. Why? It is because the money I have here is not up to 2,000, is not up to 5,000. It is less than this amount. So the only partitions that can unlock will depend on how much capital you have here. If you have here only $100 here, maybe $100, you will always see this one unlocked if you have less than 200. If you have 200 but less than 300, you see this one is locked, this one is open, but this one is closed. So how much partitions open depends on how much balance you have. Now, what are these strategy partitions? What is a strategy partition? A strategy partition, it means how much you are willing to allocate per trade. Let me repeat this once again. Let me repeat this once more. A strategy partition, the bot is asking you, how much money would you like to allocate per trade? And it gives you options. Do you want to allocate $100 per trade? Do you want to allocate $200 per trade? How much would you like to allocate per trade? That is what a strategy partition is all about. The board is just asking you, how do you want me to use your money? It is true, you have 14,000, but how? I mean, you have $1,400, but how should I use your money when I reach into the market? It is true, I'm going to make for you decisions on which coin I have to trade, which market I have to go into. But then, even when I have made that decision, how much would you like me to spend on each trade? That is what it is asking you here. So according to my balance here, it is showing me that if you allow me to allocate $100 per trade, I'll be able to trade for you 14 coins, depending on your balance here. If you allow me to put $200 into each trade, I'll be able to trade for you 7 trades using your balance here. So in simple terms, this is how much money the bot can allocate per trade. And this is how many trades the bot will be able to trade for you if it allocates this amount of money per trade according to your balance. Is that, guys, me, I focus on understanding. Have we understood that? Please reserve the questions at last. I'm going to welcome all questions at last. Reserve the questions at last. Please, I beg you, do not ask questions. Let's just concentrate on the lesson, because I know most of you have questions. If we go into questions, we shall not finish the lesson. So let's reserve the questions for us. Let me ask a question. Guys, have you understood what a strategy partition is all about? If you have understood what a strategy partition is all about, type for me a yes. Type for me a yes, because me, I focus on people understanding rather than just cramming. Because when you cram today, tomorrow you can get stressed and you lose everything that you had crammed. I remember at school, we used to cram things. We used to cram. You reach into a paper, and before you reach into the paper, someone just makes you angry, and you reach in a paper, you have forgotten everything that you had crammed because of the anger. So I'm asking a question now. Have you understood? Have you understood what strategy partitions are all about? Because if we understand that, someone is asking for the YouTube link. Let me first share the YouTube link, and I go ahead. If you want to join from YouTube, maybe your people want to join from YouTube, you can always come here on YouTube, and you search for Earn Money Online the easy way. It is always available. These are always the lessons. Let me share this link with you guys, this live session with you, so that people can join in from YouTube and we move together. So it is, if you can understand what a strategy partition is all about, then it becomes easy. Now let's continue that I have shared the link. Now, what partition should you choose? Which partition now? Now the question comes, I have understood what each partition means and how many trades and what the trades mean. Now, which partition should you choose? I recommend you should always choose a partition that will give you up between 2 to 25 trades. The bigger, the better. 2 to 25 trades. Make sure you choose a partition that will give you between 2 to 25. So choose a partition that gives you more trades, but not more than 25, because if it gives you more than 25, that will be too many trades at once. So now, if I'm asking a question, if you were the one with $1,439, okay, would you choose $100 partition, $200 partition, 300, 500, or 1,000? Which one would you choose? Now that you have understood, you should choose a partition between 2 to 25 that will give you between 2 to 25 trades. And I've told you the bigger, the better. Now, between these ones that are already unlocked, 100, 200, 300, 500, and 1,000, which one would you choose to use as your partition? Which one would you choose? Let me see some answers. If we interact, we learn. Make sure you strive very hard to interact, because if you don't interact, you don't learn. Make sure you try to interact. Make sure to try to give in your answer. It means, first of all, you're learning something, which means you're also improving on the way you're going to make profits. Because if you don't learn these things, you're going to you're making small money, and you see people are making a lot of money. You wonder, what can I do? Yet everything is being taught for free. Okay, I see some people are saying 100, others are saying others are saying 200. Now, to me also, I support the $100 strategy. Why? Because it gives me more trades. It gives me more trades, and with each trade with a reasonable capital of $100. Okay, with each trade a reasonable capital of 100. So why? when you trade many trades, you get a chance to diversify. The bot gets a chance to diversify for you. Diversify for you. What do I mean? It trades different trades, different coins, such that if this coin has not yet come out, maybe others will come out. So you continue making money even when maybe some coins are still not yet come out. You continue making money even when some trades have not yet done what? Come out. So me, I recommend you also use a partition that gives you more trades, but not more than 25. So in this case, this would be $100 strategy. But how do you choose a strategy? How do you choose a strategy? How you choose a strategy is by you tapping into this strategy just once. You tap into, you see, every strategy button has a space like this one here, has an occupied space here. You can see these spaces here. So do not tap into these ones, do not tap into the ones. Just come here on this space and you tap in that small left space around here. For example, if I want to choose the $300 strategy, I will tap here once and you see, if I tap once, it says strategy updated. You can see this automatically. It now learns that now you want to use $300 per trade. But now I want to turn back to $100 and I'll tap here once like this, and everything is updated right now. The bot has now updated a strategy. I'm going to use the $100 strategy. So when you reach here down, you might find these buttons are off. Once you select the strategy here, guys, once you select the strategy here, okay, come down and you turn on 1, 2, 3, and 4 buttons, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4 buttons. That is it all. That is it. Once you turn on those 4 buttons, you have told the robot that, you know what, my bot, I have this balance. Go and allocate $100 per trade. I don't know, you are the one to choose for me what to trade, but just know that if you trade for me any coin, make sure you allocate $100, okay? Allocate $100. Trade for me 14 coins at any one point, okay? Whichever money you make, add it on my capital. That's like indirect, that is what you're telling the bot. Indirect, that is what you're telling the bot. So it is going to go to the market, analyze the market for you, analyze the market for you. It is fully automated. Analyze the market for you. Go ahead and get entries, get trades to trade. It will enter and exit, make for you profit, and you keep on making money without raising a finger. Guys, is that very hard? Is that very hard, guys? Is that really very hard? After you choose your partition, go down, scroll down, turn on 4 buttons. You do. I have not understood here. Okay. Okay. You have not understood. Let me repeat. Juma, I don't want to confuse you. Let me repeat one more last time. When you select a partition, now that we know what partitions mean, when you tap into any partition, it is going to be selected. For example, if I tap here into this 300, it's going to be selected. Let me first turn off these buttons here down. Let me first turn off these buttons here down. Okay. Let me first turn off these buttons. If, for example, I want to select 300, I tap into it once. Okay. Tap once. When I tap once, it shows me strategy updated. Now I just have to scroll down like this. Do you see this? I scroll down. Here down, I will find these 4 buttons. They are turned off. These 4 buttons. Okay, they are turned off. What I do, I just have to click in each and turn them on once. You click in them one, 2, 3, 4, and everything is now done for you by the bot. You don't have to do anything else. By you turning on those 4 buttons, you're done. Now, Juma, is that very hard to understand, guys? Trust me, guys, let us concentrate. Is that very hard to understand? Just choosing your partition that you want to use, and you turn on 4 buttons. Is that really very hard to understand, guys? We are interacting. Tell me, Juma, is that very hard, guys? It is as simple as eating banana. It is as simple as drinking coconut. Do you hear how I'm putting into the rhyme? Yo, crypto flow bot here is here to kill us with money. It is going to give you money until you get tired of the money and you say, you know what? You can rest it. Hey, please rest. You are killing me with too much money. You are killing me with too much money. Now, let me see people who would like to take it a step further. Now, let me say this clearly. If you're on this call, let me first turn off these buttons. Let me first turn off these buttons. If you're on this call and you know what we are going to go next, the next I'm going to show you. If you're on this call and you're a beginner, you're someone who's just into crypto, maybe you just got crypto flow for the first time, you have never traded crypto before, you have never got into these crypto markets, the first 2 methods are yours. Do not tamper with any method I'm going to extend further. The next one is not yours. The next method I'm going to teach is not yours. Let me see people. Let me see people who are saying, what if I want to take it a step further, to further customize, to further modify? Let me see people who want more complications, because I know there are people who like violence. You like violence. I know you are here. You like violence. These other things you do not want. You like some complications. I want to see, how do I tweak? How do I? Let me see if you're here. Type for me a one. Type for me a one here. Type for me a one. Type for me a one. If you're here, you are saying, me, me, I do not want it. These are for children. These are for money. These are, no. I want problem. I want problem. For me a one. Okay. Let us take it a step further. Let us take it a step further. Let us take it a step further. Okay. If you're someone who says I want complication, when you land on this page, now this one is for someone with $2,000 and above. This one I'm going to show you. If you know, please, I beg you, in the name of God and God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you know you do not have $2,000 and above, what I'm going to tell you, please stay away. Please, I beg you, in God's mercy, please, stay away. Okay? Now look at people. They are calling me because they have seen me presenting. They are like, no, you should come out of the meeting and you first talk to me. No, I cannot come out of the meeting. I have 100 people to teach. Okay. If you're here on this call and you know you do not have $2,000 and above, now I request you gently. This method I'm going to show you, do not tamper, do not touch. It is a no-go zone for you. Otherwise, you will cry. You will cry, my dear. My brother, my sister, you will cry. Do not go there. What I'm going to tell you, do not tamper. If you're on this call, please, I repeat. Okay, I repeat, my brother. I'm begging you with God's mercy. Please do not tamper with what I'm going to tell you. If you know you do not have $2,000 and above, are we clear? For me, a yes, if you have understood. Because before I go to that, I should make it very clear. Very clear. Type for me a yes if you have understood my caution. If you know you do not have $2,000 and above, please leave it alone. Leave it for people with good capital. Leave it to people. Leave them to make their money. Keep on admiring. Keep on admiring. Don't try. You know, you people, you are very good day. You have your 100 and you want to come there. My dear, you will cry. You will cry. If you know you do not have $2,000 and above, what I'm going to share you, do not tamper. You may say, but for you, you have 1,400. Why are you tampering me? I do not fear danger. Hey, let me show you. So if you know you have $2,000 and above, okay, and in Uganda, we have a what we call the gumite. Gumite in Uganda means someone who has a strong heart. You are someone who has a strong heart. You are gumite. Type for me gumite in the chat. Type for me if you know you are gumite. Gumite is like this. Gumite. If you know you are gumite, you have a strong heart. Gumite. Type for me gumite in the chat. If you know you are here, you are gumite. You have a strong heart. Type for me gumite in the chat. Because what I'm going to show you, it gives bigger money. But if you are not committed, you can suffer. If you know you have diseases like high blood pressure, please do not tamper. If you know you have diseases like you have diseases like they diagnose you with a stroke, with heart failure, please do not tamper because you're going to die for no good reason and you leave your money. Okay. If you know you're such kind of person, come here. When you reach on this way, come and click on short flow. Click on short flow. When you click on short flow, now you will come and click on switch anyway, or it will land you on this page anyway. You may switch directly, or it will land you on this page. Okay. Let me refresh this so that I can go ahead and switch. Sometimes when you try to switch it first, say, why are you switching? Why don't you wait? Why are you switching? It warns you. And you say, no, I'm gumite. Please leave me alone. I'm very gumite. Okay, I'm very gumite. So leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. So if you know you are gumite, like me here, okay, come to this come to this page, it will show you short flow. Okay, it is going to short only. This strategy is for shorting the market only. You're not going to see any trade that is going to go long. You know, in futures we have long and short. So the bot here is going to look for shorts only, shorts only. What does it? How does it look for these shorts? It looks at coins which have overextended, which have pumped so hard, and they're about to start crashing. Now it enters from these regions and it moves with them. But remember, a coin can pump and reach here. It is like maybe I want to go back, but then before it goes back, it again pumps. So that's why I'm saying, if you know you're not someone with a stronger heart, you will see these ones and you will faint. The bot has entered the coin. You are expecting it to go down. The coin goes up again. Now you are going to suffer. Okay. So if you reach on this page, what do you have to do? First of all, you should select a partition here down. Okay. You should select a partition that is going to give you trades that you're going to use to trade. It is almost similar to the other side. When you select a partition, remember now we have understood what a partition is. Obviously, that is how much money the bot is going to allocate per trade, right? Now here, choose the partition that you want to use. I would recommend, if you know you have less than $3,000, I mean you're between 2,000 to 3,000, because I told you if you don't have 2,000, don't come here. Use this $200 strategy. If you know you have 3,000 to 5,000 there, you can use this $300 strategy. If you know you have maybe $5,000 to around $10,000, use this $500 partition. If you know you have above 10,000, maybe 10,000 to 20,000, you can use this $1,000 strategy. So the more the capital, the more you can use a higher strategy. Do not use a higher strategy when your capital is small. Me, I'm just going to demonstrate what you should do. Now, when you reach on any strategy, when you click in it, you will see it is going to show you the one strategy. In any of these ones, this button is going to be there. This button is going to be there. Now click on this strategy. Here you want to customize. Even though you have told the bot to use all the $300 per trade, but you're telling it, do not put all the $300 at once. Just put in a small portion of this money with a specific leverage per trade. So here you're managing the way the bot should behave actually on a trade level. You are managing everything from leverage to capital allocation. So in this case, I want you, if you know you have $2,000 to $3,000, the safest, okay, maybe you choose $200 partition, okay, and it's going to open. Then you look here for where it says more strategies here. If you click on more strategies, you will see this strategy called 3x3, 3x 3%. What does it mean? It means the bot is going to get your capital on the strategy that you have chosen. For example, mine, I chose the $300 strategy. It is going to get your capital, maybe of $300, okay? $300, and it multiplies it by 3%, 3%, which is equal to $9, $9 here. So it is going to put $9 per trade. It is going to allocate $9 per trade. Now, how about this 3x? What does it represent? It means it is going to put $9 per trade, but use 3x leverage per trade. So you see all the trades are going to open with 3x leverage with the amount that you allocated, which is $9. So how about the rest? Because if on $300, it has used just $9, it means $291 are still just there, redundant. They are not in the market. You need this money to protect your position if the market goes against you. Because here in this strategy, you will see sometimes the market will go against you and you go in a drawdown. So you need that money to be on reserve, to remain on reserve, such that if the market wants to go against you, you have a balance that cushions you. You have a balance that will protect your capital from getting liquidated. That's why it is important that you should not use this strategy if you do not have at least $2,000 and above. That is because on $2,000, maybe it will trade for you around maybe 10 coins. And these 10 coins, if you're using 6%, this will be, here you're getting $6 times $6, it will be, total will be $60 into the market. You have a total of $60 into the market if you use 3x, 3% here on $200. You have $60 total if you have 10 trades running into the market, which means 1,000 $940 is available to cushion you from getting liquidated. If you're to get liquidated, if you're using this strategy, if you're to get liquidated, the trade has to go against you by over 600% in order for you to get liquidated. I mean, when you're not putting in leverage, when you counter in leverage, the trade has to go against you by over 1,800% when you factor in leverage of 3x. This means, for sure, we have not yet seen a coin that pumps by over 600% in a day. I have not yet seen it. True, I have seen coins that pump by over 400%, but I've not yet seen a coin that pumps over 600% in a day. Okay, so use 3x 3%. Select it. When you select it, it is going to be selected. Now come and minimize here by clicking here. You minimize here. Now come here down and you turn on this button. Turn on this button and you're done. Please, if you want this strategy to work better for you, do not put on this stop loss. I beg you, you're going to hit stop losses. Leave stop loss off. Why are you leaving it off? Because you have already put a cushion. You have left a lot of money per trade that is going to cushion your trade. Now, this strategy is high risk, but high reward. Why do I mean by high risk? Remember, you're trading without a stop loss. That is a very high risk. In trading, if you're trading with a stop loss, without a stop loss, that is very high risk. Okay? So, if you're trading with this strategy, it is high risk. High risk because you're not trading with stop loss. But also, it is high reward. Why? Since most of the coins you're going to be shorting, there are these ones that have overextended. More trades are going to come out in profit. Actually, ever since I started using it, let me show you. Let me come here on earnings, and I show you. Remember, this is $1,400 account. Let me show you the earnings before and earnings after. Okay? Earnings before were like this. Look at this. Look here. These were the earnings. 24, 3, 70, 0.6, 0.4, bad days, 2, 2, 1. You see bad days? Bad days. Here you make a loss of $10. Now, remember here you had made almost, down here you had made almost $30. Now you make a loss of $10. Now, when I reached here, when they launched the strategy, it was, I think, on Saturday. They launched it on Saturday here. I said, let me turn on this strategy and I see. This is the same capital, guys. Same capital. That's why I'm telling you, it is going to give you way more money. But trust me, it carries a risk. Now let me show you. I turned on the strategy on 9th. Now look at the earnings. Look at the change. A drastic change. Why? Since it is shorting coins that have already ever extended, there are more chances that this coin has to come down in your direction. That's why you come out with bigger profits per trade. Look at this. 32, 10, 20. Today, I already made $10. Almost I'm coming to 1%. Remember, this bot can make for you 1% and above every single day. Okay? Now, I want you to look here where the strategy was off, where they had not yet introduced it, and look at where the strategy was introduced. Do you see the difference? Do you like what you're seeing? Because I want you to first like what you're seeing, then I show you the one that you don't like. Do you like what you're seeing? It is high risk, but it gives you way bigger profits. So if you're on this call and you want bigger profits, just grow your capital to around $2,000 and above. Turn on short strategy. The way I've explained it, do not turn on stop loss. Go into 3%, 3x. 3%. Trust me, you're going to see the change. Trust me. At first, I feared it. I was very fearful. Why? Why was I very, very fearful? Trading without a stop loss. I was like, will this liquidate me? Very fearful. Because you can see stop loss is off. And just one button is on. Okay? But me here, I usually use. Now, this is for someone who has $5,000 and above. Do not copy me, please. If you know you have $5,000 and above, now you come here to extreme strategies here, extreme, and you select this 5x 5%. 5x 5%. You can see when it warns you Extreme exposure, my friend. You are starting to become greedy. You are about to enable 5x 5%, which risks $15 per trade with 5x leverage. You could lose your entire position, my dear. It warns you. It warns you. So if you know you're okay, click I understand the risk. I'm committed. Do not scare me. I'm committed. That is if you know you have $5,000 and above. Eh? Then if you have $10,000 and above, you can even come here. If you know you have $10,000 and above, you can even come here. And instead of just 5%, here you put 10%. 10% with 5x. Do not exceed 5x leverage, guys. Here, leverage maximum 5x. Allocation per trade maximum 10x, 10%. Which means if I have my 1,000, if I maybe have my $10,000 capital, okay, and maybe I've selected my $500 strategy, it's going to get $500 strategy, this one, times 10%. It's going to allocate $50 per trade. $50 per trade. Then on each trade, it's going to use 5x. So you make way more money by exposing more capital, but also exposing more capital comes with more risk of you losing that capital. I tell you this strategy, you can lose your money. Okay, let me come and show you. You are saying, me no fear. You are scaring us. Okay, let me bring you here. Let me bring you here and I show you the reality of this. Look at this. Do you see these negatives? If you know you are someone who would never want to see a negative going in negative, this coin was in negative 450. Here, this coin was in negative $450. It has stayed for how many days? Let me show you. This is the reality. I have to tell you the good, the bad, and the worst. So it means this coin has stayed for 4 days, 4 full days without coming out. Because the bot entered when the coin had gone up by over 100%. And he thought maybe the coin is now coming back since it has hit a discount. The coin, instead of coming back, it did this. It reached here. Did like this. The bot was like, now here I've got a perfect entry. Let me enter. It entered. And you know what the coin did? Whooshu! 300%. It went up by more 300%. So imagine if I had just $400 on my account, I would get clean, wiped out clean. I would get wiped out very clean. And that would be a liquidation. If I had $200 on my account and I'm just attempting, let me also try this new strategy. They have told us you need to use the $2,000, but me, I have my, let me try it out. They are scaring us. And you get such a trade, kidding, you go back to zero. That's why I'm saying, please, I beg you, if you know, first of all, you do not have $2,000 and above, leave this strategy. Just admire, grow your capital. When you reach here, you can use it. Second, if you know you're someone who would never like to see these floating losses of negative $100, negative $500, please do not attempt this. Let me show you on another account. Let me show you close trades. You can see it gives more money. The percentages are high. Okay? It gives way bigger profits if you're putting in a lot of money. Imagine here I'll put in $500 and the trade goes in my favor by 88. Look at these percentages. This strategy gives way bigger money. If you have more capital, it gives way bigger money. Bigger money. Look at these percentages here. Look at these percentages. Look at them. Do you see that? Do you see that? Short only. Look at these percentages. Imagine imagine this trade is carrying a lot of money. Imagine how much you could make. It gives way. If you know, I recommend. If you know you have $5,000 and above, there is no way why you should not use this strategy. If you're serious about making money, I'm telling you the truth. If you're serious about making money and you're serious and you have $2,000 and above, $2,000, I don't see why you're stuck in steady flow. Me, I fear. If you fear, you don't make money. Trust me. Tell me, the people who are making a lot of money, tell me the things they are doing. They do not fear. They do not. Money with fear, they do not match together. You have to first put fear aside. You accept whatever comes, let it come. We are moving strong and pure. Let me see people on this call who are saying now, since I have understood this, I did not understand. Since I have understood this, now I'm going. Now I'm coming in with capital $2,000 and above. Let me see people who are ready to load $2,000 and above to try out what I'm saying. Now for you, you are joking. Let me show you something. For you are joking. Let me show you something. Let me log into another account. Let me first stop sharing. I log into another account and I'll show you something here. The potential of such a strategy on a bigger account. Let me show you. Some of you, when we say these things, you are like, me, I fear. Yeah, I fear. If you fear, you do not make money. Fear with money, they do not move together. You have to put down one. You either put down money or you put down fear. Hey. Now me, I'm teaching you this. I'm showing you the good, the bad. Why do I have to show even the negatives? It is because I know you will meet them. So you should not get scared. If you know you're someone who gets scared, leave them. Now, this is $100,000 account. Let me show you the potential. Let me go to earnings here. Let us go to earnings. Okay, they have loaded earnings. Okay, look here. Here before it was the normal strategy. I want you to compare the two. Here before it was the normal strategy, steady flow, steady returns are okay. I do not want to become greedy. Okay, steady returns, losses are there. Steady returns, 130. This is $100,000 account, guys. 100K account, 100K, $100,000. The most I had ever made on this account, the biggest amount of money I had ever made was this 800, I think. $800 in on this was an extremely very good day, 3rd August. Now, here on 8th, here, I turn on the short only strategy. Short only. Look, immediately the change was visible. Immediately the change was visible. On 8th, look at the trades. It was only one loss made on 8th. Only one loss of $7. 9th. Let's look for 9th. On 9th, look at this. On here, it was a loss of $17. Okay. This is 9th. And no any other loss on this day. That is 9th. Short only. I think you can see they are all short. 10th, it was a very bad day. Okay. 2 losses here down. And these losses, I made them on Monday when demonstrating how everything works together, especially manual trading. I was demonstrating manual trading here when I made those losses. I closed the trades in losses. I manually closed them. Yesterday, look at this. Yesterday. This is short only. Consider only shorts, no long. Loss of $4 here. Mm, mm. Now today, so far $186. And one of the trades made $132. You see this? One USDT made 132. But the harsh reality is, even when it is so profitable like this, you will see some big drawdowns. Let me click here on trades. That's why I'm telling you, if you fear seeing these drawdowns, do not. Do you see this? This one is a drawdown of $700, 178, 240. But remember, this is $100 account, $100K account. This is a very small money, tiny percentage of this money. Very tiny. That's why I'm telling you, the strategy can give you way bigger profits. Look at this trade here. Look at this trade. 26% of this. Look at this. Okay. With the leverage. Do you see this? This is the loss. And this was a trading stop being hit. Okay, I think it hit a trading stop, but it wicked out into the negative. Mm, mm. This is full automation, guys, without my human involvement. Full automation. Full automation. Turn on one button. Okay. I came here. Okay. I came here. This is the 100K account. I chose my 500. Okay. My $5,000 strategy on the 100K account. Then I chose 5x 10%. 5x 10%. And here I come down. I turn on this one button. And I'm done. I'm done. Everything is handled by the bot. No any other thing from my side. I just have to come and collect profits. So guys, if you're not making money, who are you going to blame? Just grow your capital. Please grow your capital. Leave everything to the bot. Grow your capital. I'm going to stop here for today. I'm not going to dive more into manual trading, but every Monday and Wednesday, we always have these sessions. Every Monday, the same time that you have joined, 10 a.m. West African Standard Time, 8 a.m. West African Standard Time. We always have these sessions Monday and Wednesday. Always come and learn more. Come and learn how to optimize your capital. Come and learn how you can do everything. Can you do the strategy when you have, and now look at this one. Look at this one, really. Look at this one. People do not take my disclaimers. Now, when this one loses money, they will say, "Ah, you see, they told that short owner makes a lot of money. I have my $100. Let me go and you will cry. You will cry, my dear. The strategy I've just shown you starts if you do not have $2,000, do not use it. Do not say, but you, why are you using it when you have 1,400? Because me, I don't fear danger. I do not. And even if I lose the 1,400, I have more money. You saw my on my spot wallet. I already have on my spot. I had there $2,000 and above, almost 3K, just there, ready to deploy into the market in case anything happens. So if you know you have your $1,000, this is your own capital. You have to be very hard to get this capital. Stay in the steady lane. Go to steady mode. Do not tamper with this short flow, guys. I beg you. Do not say, why are you using for? Why you're using $1,400 and you're saying we should not use 1,000? Me, I have more money, guys. I'm not lacking money. Even if today I wanted to add 10K on my account, I can add 10K. Even if I wanted to add 20K, I can add 20K. I'm not bragging, guys. I'm not bragging, but I'm telling you the truth. Because for you, you're going to say, but for you, you have 1,400D and you're using it to make more money. Why don't you allow me also with this capital? It is your own capital. If you lose it, where are you going to get more money to put onto your account? Okay. Me, I have more money. Even if I wanted to load 10K today, I can load it. Even if I wanted to load 30K, I can load it. No problem with losing just 1,400. So, guys, please, is it possible when you have like, now you see, where were you when I was explaining, guys? I told you. I first explained all them. Maybe you've just joined late. Go to home page with your capital. Come here to home page. Turn on this one button. Choose steady mode. Okay. Choose this confirm and turn on bus spot. Confirm and turn on. All that is what you have to do. If you know you do not have 2,000 to come this side, leave it alone. Okay. It gives way bigger profits, but carries way bigger what? Risks. Yes, Mendes, you have understood. Mendes has understood me. $2,000 plus, you do that. Else, you will cry. Very good. Fantastic. I like your brief explanation. If you have $2,000 and above, please go into. I recommend everyone, if you're on this call and you know you have $2,000 and above, switch strategy immediately. Switch. I recommend because I've used it for nowadays. I can fully recommend it because I've seen how it works. I've seen a bigger drawdown. I've seen the negatives. Just make sure when you're choosing the partition, choose the lowest partition. Choose $200 partition. 3x 3%. You're good to go. You're going to see a big difference in your earnings. Very big, starting today. If you try it, you're going to see a very big difference in your earnings. If you have bigger capital, choose a higher partition. For example, you saw on my 100K, I'm using $5,000 partition. Choose a partition that is bigger. You will make way bigger money. Trust me. If you're someone who has come here to look for money, this is the right strategy that we have always been waiting for. It is the right strategy that we have always been waiting for. Go short flow. You will not regret it. You will not. Okay? Saying it is called crypto flow bot. So if you're on this call and maybe it is your first time, get to someone who invited you to this call. They are going to take you through on how you can get started. They're going to take you through on how you can get crypto flow bot, connect it to your exchange account, and it starts trading inside your exchange account. Okay? Make sure you get someone who can teach you on how to connect the two and you get started. If you're on YouTube, please, if you're on YouTube, I'm going to leave my number in the comment section. You can always reach out or you can reach out on Telegram. I use Automation Boss on Telegram, Automation Boss. Go ahead and come on Telegram, you search for Automation Boss. You will be able to see me. Automation Boss is one word. Automation Boss is one word. Search for it on Telegram. You'll be able to reach out to me and we talk. I get you through on how you can get started. Otherwise, I wish you well, guys. Thank you for being a good audience. We have gone through Thank you, the 87 that have finished off the meeting. We started when we are just a few, maybe in 40s. We went to 100s, then we have come back to 80s. Thank you very much for those who attended. Go ahead and make money. If I forgot my withdraw password on CryptoFlowBot account, what can I do? You can reset your password. You can reset your password on CryptoFlowBot. Otherwise, thank you guys for joining in through. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. We welcome you to the money printing business. Money printing business. Go ahead and print your money. Grow your capital, guys. If you know you don't have $2,000, grow. Strive very hard to reach at least $2,000. You grow your capital, guys. You won't regret. You will not. I trust me. You will not regret. Imagine every day you're in your 2,000. Imagine on your $2,000, you're making maybe around maybe 20 to around $50 per day. That is good money. Imagine you're making such good money every single day with your $2,000.